Hi and welcome to video 10 of the Type 2 Diabetes course for Comfort Eaters. This video is about giving you a little heads up of what happens after the 3-week course. So the first 3-week course is all about helping you to start to have a bit of a healthier relationship with food, maybe lose a little bit of weight. And after that, the next stage is then going on to actually consistently losing weight and learning to balance real life, failing, picking yourself up again. But actually the whole system balanced. It's, the weight loss is like 25% of it. The real benefit of balance is that it makes you happier and healthier. So the weight loss, you have some external appearance things which are great, and obviously you can reduce the chance of type 2 diabetes, which is fantastic. But actually it's more about adding that to your body, becoming fitter, mentally and physically fitter, and actually taking on challenges that you just wouldn't have been able to do before. So it is about embracing lifelong change, and this isn't something quick. It's something that's going to take a long time to learn. I'm 4 years in and I'm still, I fail, but I fail less, and it's all around just keeping on trying. But I fail with a smile on my face. It's a bit like when you go surfing and you get thrown over by a wave, you get back up again, you go, I'm going to go out there and smash it again. So really this is about lifting your head up and seeing the potential further on. In terms of what balance was built about, it was built around 3 modern habits that are killing us, and that's the fuel that we've talked a lot about. Our mind, which is just being ruined by social media, makes us feel unhappy and out of control. It makes us search for external validation, and that gives us a lack of self-confidence. Our bodies are out of shape. I'm not just talking about cardio or strength, I'm talking about body balance, imbalance. So if you have weird kind of strains and pulling your muscles when you reach for a pan up in the cupboard, that's not normal, and you can reverse that. But that takes time and patience, and it's fun and it's hard, but it's worth it. And I think the thing about balanced is the whole thing is about finding that sweet spot. Too much of the ideal for all of those elements is just too hard and boring. Whereas when you reach the pleasure, which is what we kind of attempted to do, that's too unhealthy. So it really is about finding that balance between what you want and what you need. And one of the key elements inside this is actually your team. So I haven't talked about this at all, but we've got Matt, Faye and Bob, and these 3 characters, they're basically, they represent the competing forces in your head. The voice of Faye is the voice of Mother Nature that says, don't eat that, it's too many calories, don't do this. Bob, he's the one who manages all your digestion and your supply chain, and he's the one who, no matter what happens, he's going to store fat. He's like a kind of buildings manager. And then Matt, that is you, that's your personality. He's the dog, he's the puppy who enjoys life, and he's all the fun. All of this system fits together under the concept of microfasting. That is the foundation of everything, calibrating your body, calibrating your food. And under those are the cornerstones, which you saw. We're going to tackle 3 of those. There's lots of learnings, there's paths you can take, and most importantly, there's resets that you apply to your life. So depending on who you are and what things happen in your life, if you're a hairdresser that stands up all day, or you're someone that's a tree surgeon, or you're sat in an office, there's different things that work for different people. And that's why it's really unique, because it's more about you picking the tactics that work for you. And once you've done those tactics, and you can change them every day, you can learn them and use them when you want or not want, but it's just a system that's much more flexible. The one thing I would say is that what you'll realize is that before, I used to feel like life was effectively a continuous game of snakes and ladders, and that I kept falling down the snakes, and I kept wanting to just get to the end. Can I get to the end? Can I lose 10 pounds? Can I lose 20 pounds? That's not the way to think of life. Life is actually a completely continuous game of snakes and ladders. We never get to the end. But if you can play the game with a smile on your face, if you can play the game and stack your odds in your favour, so you not keep sliding down the snakes, actually it becomes much more fun. It becomes much more enjoyable, and life is just, you wake up in the morning and you are just, you're mad for it. Now, there's a number of stages that you go through in the system, and the first 3 stages to kind of get to them will take years probably. which again, I know I've said that before, it sounds a bit scary, but it is not scary at all. And the thing that's really important is this first stage. We're down here at this kind of happy stage down at the bottom. That's what we're trying to reach. So we feel like we've been dragged along. We'll get a bit more happy in the 3 weeks, and then after that we'll start getting more successful. We'll start getting fitter, we'll be eating healthier food, and we'll start building our grit. And this is, you know, little character review is pushing your massive stone up the hill. And it's hard work, and it feels like, oh, I don't know what's happening, is it working? And at one point you'll get to a point where you actually put your head above the clouds, and suddenly you'll see that everything's just working. And this is where you turn from someone who is being dragged along in life by someone who's driven and goes where they want in life. And this is the real excitement of the system, because you'll start to really focus on your nutrition, you'll start coaching yourself, you'll start standing up more, and you'll just generally be more balanced, and you'll fight for life. It really is it's a transformation, and it's fantastic. Now, I'm not going to say any more about the system, but there's just one little quote I want to give you, and this, when I read it, I just felt it was just unbelievably relevant after decades of ignoring my health. This is a Chinese proverb, and sorry, I've covered the text, but what it says is the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, which is just such a kind of it just makes your stomach kind of scrunch together, because you just think, I've just wasted all that time, and then it just says the second best time is now. And I just think that is such a magic such a great viewpoint. It's never too late. You can change. You can probably change quite a lot. There might be some things you can't, and that's fine, but you can make it as good as you can. So anyhow, I just want to leave you on that. If you want to get involved in any of the conversations, we're around on most of the platforms, and please search us out. Please join the Facebook group, sign yourself up for the emails, and yeah, we look forward to seeing you soon.